Ronaldinho is probably the main joy boy in football history. A man who has always put the enjoyment of the game and the entertainment of the audience first. In this video, we will tell you how the legendary Brazilian lives and what he does in 2023. Subscribe to Inside Football. Here you will find the best football stories. Let's get started! It's no secret that many football players find themselves in a crisis after their careers are over and don't know what to do with their lives. During their professional days, almost everything was done for them, and their only job was to play football. When a player is left on his own, he simply doesn't know what to do or where to go. No one makes a schedule for him, plans training sessions, or takes him to games with his teammates. The qualities that allowed Ronaldinho to bring people joy on the pitch were not always very useful in real life, so the Brazilian had to pass a difficult test to adapt to new realities. And so far, it's been a roller coaster of events and emotions. In just 3 years after he stopped playing professional football back in 2015, Ronaldinho squandered absolutely all the money he had earned as a player. He also got involved in a scandal and received a large fine for illegal construction. In 2020, he was imprisoned for traveling to Paraguay with a fake passport. Then he managed to earn £700,000 doing business, helped to promote Atlético Mineiro's new stadium, and founded the R10 esports team. There's more. Ronaldinho managed to get into the alcohol business, selling organic gin of his own brand R1, after launching a wine company called Vino de Campeones. Ronnie also tried his hand at the music industry. He opened a Belo Horizonte music studio and was featured in a music video with rapper Djanga and band Recaid Mob, amassing over 8 million views. Of course, Ronaldinho earns most of his money for living and further investments from advertising campaigns through his name, travel and betting companies, various brands, and in particular, advertising for the World Cup in Qatar. All of this is the Brazilian's portfolio. Sure, he spends some of his time participating in various exhibition and charity matches. And in 2023, these remain a significant part of his life. We bet you're wondering how 43-year-old Ronaldinho looks with the ball at his feet. Spoiler alert, he can still do his magic. This May, one of the exhibition games took place, in which the legends of the Zambian national team, which won the historic African Cup 2012, and Barcelona legends played. Of course, Ronaldinho represented Barca. Interestingly, Zambia won this game 3-0, although it rarely happens in exhibition matches that a team does not score. But Ronaldinho delighted the fans with several spectacular tricks. We can note these dribbles. More recently, another 2 matches with the Brazilian took place. Barcelona legends visited Israel and played 2 games, against Maccabi Tel Aviv and Maccabi Haifa. In the match against Maccabi Tel Aviv, Ronnie delivered these wonderful assists after a magical combination. He also fired a dangerous free kick and made this great pass to Ludovic Gulli. In addition, he earned a penalty and made his trademark no-look pass in the build-up to the 4th goal. Barcelona won with a score of 5-3, and Ronaldinho did what he does best. He brought joy to the audience. In the match against Maccabi Haifa, Barca legends won even more confidently, 5-1. Ronaldinho again was in the middle of the action. Look at this skillful run, like in the good old days. Pity it did not end with a goal. And how about this cutting pass? And this free kick? The legendary Elastico was also included in the show. What a beauty! Ronnie also converted a penalty and delighted the crowd with his trademark celebration. But the most amusing episode involving the Brazilian took place outside the game. After the match, Ronaldinho saw a pitch invader running at him and made fun of him with his famous body fint. What a guy! At the beginning of the year, the Brazilian also took part in one of the Kings League matches, a tournament organized by Gerard Pique. This is a competition in which teams play 7 versus 7 and with some additional rules that make the game more fun. Ronaldinho played a part in a match for Portinhos FC, which ended with a score of 0-0. Despite this, the legendary Brazilian showed his class in several episodes. More than 2 million people watched his debut live. That's some legacy. In June this year, Ronaldinho and Roberto Carlos organized a charity match in Miami. The amount of stars that took part in the event was off the charts. In addition to Ronnie and Roberto, there were the Brazilian Ronaldo, Vini Jr., Rafa Marquez, Alphonso Davies, Rivaldo, Nani, Pogba, Dybala, and many others. In the game, Ronnie provided this assist to Vinicius. In addition, he had a few more chances to score a goal, but in general, he had fun on the pitch and fought off endless pitch invaders. As you can see, although Ronaldinho retired from professional football 8 years ago and gained a few extra pounds, he still loves football and plays it whenever he gets the chance. Guys, like this video if you were happy to see episodes of the great Ronaldinho game again. However, off the football pitch, the Brazilian's life is also in full swing. With such media popularity and worldwide love, he receives many offers for cooperation, so he has plenty to choose from. This year, Ronaldinho became an ambassador for the XC Sport brand and the Rebellion watch brand. At the same time, he remains Barcelona's ambassador. There is a lot of talk that it was the closeness of the Catalan's management that contributed to the Brazilian son's invitation to the Barca youth team. I can confirm that Barcelona will sign Joao. Barca has always been a part of my life and my heart, and now it'll continue thanks to my son. Happy Ronnie commented on the event. Of course, a guy like Ronaldinho can hardly ever do without scandals. The Brazilian government has filed a legal case against the player, accusing him of participating in a fraud scheme that scammed people on cryptocurrencies. It's all about the name of the company involved in the fraud, which is 18K Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's legal team argues that he was merely the company's ambassador and thus another victim of the alleged scam. According to them, his image and name were illegally used to deceive potential clients without the proper authorization. The fact that he did not appear at the first hearing of the case to clear his name goes against the Brazilian. So far, there are no results of this investigation, so we will refrain from making any conclusions. We will only say that if Ronnie's guilt is proven, he may end up back in prison. Let's see what happens next and wait for the outcome. Now let's get back to something more positive. Brazilian's most interesting project this year is undoubtedly the launch of his own football league. It's called the Ronaldinho Global Street League. This is a street football competition. The league is scheduled to start at the end of the year. The tournament will initially include a social media tryout where street football players across different age groups can upload their best skills and tricks in an attempt to be selected for one of the teams in the tournament. This league will include events like head-to-head matches and skill competitions, which will take place in major cities across the world. These teams will lock horns in the league for the title of RGSL champions. And the winners will also become part of the Ronaldinho Globe Street team. We believe there is massive value in the space, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to support the players of the future, Ronaldinho said when announcing the project. Well, we are intrigued and looking forward to a quality show. Friends, write in the comments whether you were interested in learning about Ronaldinho's present life, as well as which of the stars of the past you would like to see the next video about. Watch our other videos and subscribe. Inside Football watches our favorite game from a different angle. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.